Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and in this video I have completed the 20-win challenge for the fourth time. I mean, yeah, I don't even know, like, really what else to say. Like, I've just been using this P.E.K.K.A E-Dragon deck, and this is going to be the last video of the 20-win challenge, because it is coming to an end. This is the last day, and it is Christmas. And by the way, yeah, since I'm recording it on Christmas, like, I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves and stuff like that. I just figured I'd record this really quick before this is the last time the 20-win challenge disappears, and then we'll have to wait like another year for it. So I'm just gonna show like a few matches. I guess I'll show like I'll show this log bait game against Euphoria. And this matchup is pretty difficult because he has Inferno Tower. He also has Rocket, so this is like the hardest bait matchup you will play against. So, and I don't know, just like overall, the meta has definitely been evolving in the challenge. P.E.K.K.A.'s definitely been getting a lot more difficult now to actually win the 20 wins with. Or I should say, like, P.E.K.K.A E-Dragon is a lot more difficult to win 20 wins with now because people are just switching to Lightning. Like, I've been encountering a lot more Lightning bait decks, a lot more Lightning mortar decks. You know, Goblin Giant Lightnings. So, like, anything that kills an E-Dragon, you get hard counter, basically. But it is what it is. At that point, you basically just gotta spam. You gotta, like, really focus on their cycle and outplay them without E-Dragon at that point. So this matchup is pretty difficult because you don't have, like, an official reset for the Inferno Tower. Like, you're not guaranteed to get an E-Dragon lock on top of the Inferno Tower. So that's why it's pretty difficult to win this matchup. And he also has Rocket for the Electric Dragon. So yeah, this matchup is really difficult. If you had the Cannon variation, it's definitely winnable, but basically, your goal here is to try and potentially get a lock on the Inferno Tower with the Electric Dragon. Just potentially. That's the only way. Get a really lucky lock. So, other than that, or he just needs to be extremely terrible at the game and just throw his match. That's like another way you can win, but obviously, it's not very a consistent way. So yeah, it goes for Inferno Tower right there. At this point, it's like, okay, well, I can't do anything about that, so I have to let it go. Just completely let my P.E.K.K.A go, and he goes for a Princess, so I just go for a Tornado. I didn't want to cycle Evo E-Dragon, just not the play, you know, it's just simply not the play. So, yeah, he goes for a Knight right there, and he goes for an Evo Barrel. He goes absolutely crazy right here, which is like a little annoying, but it's totally fine. At this point, I think I just like reset with another P.E.K.K.A right here, because like he still needs to respond, and I'm just praying I just get an E-Drag lock. That's literally all I'm doing, because other than that, man, I just cannot break through whatsoever. So I'll go for a Battle Ram right here, and I also go for an Ice Wizard. This part was a little sketchy, I'm not gonna lie, because like he goes for a barrel. I just ignore it, dude. I was like, whatever. And then the Inferno Tower locks on, and I try to get the NATO onto the I Tower, and then that's what I'm talking to you guys about. But he misplays, like, he misplays crazy. Like, he should have won G-Gang for my P.E.K.K.A, and then go, like, Skellies on the other side, I think. But since he played Skeletons on my P.E.K.K.A, my Rage was actually able to full kill it. So, he just misplayed that so bad, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. He just misplayed that so bad. That's the only reason why I won this match. But, I mean, the tip I told you guys earlier is, like, really the only tip you can use to win this matchup. And, yeah, also, like, dude, I'm so tired. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm so tired. I'm only running, like, oh my gosh, I'm speaking so fast, too. But I'm running on, like, a few hours of sleep, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, like, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna show, like, this 3M match. This matchup is actually extremely easy. This one is, like, super duper easy. Because he cannot kill Evo E-Dragon, he has no big spells, and then you basically just eat some damage, and then you just push with P.E.K.K.A Evo E-Dragon, NATO everything in, GG's, you know what I'm saying? So, I go for Ghost in the back here, and then, he goes for a Barbarian Barrel, which is like, it's totally fine. I don't really know exactly what it could have been. And then he goes for a Gobstein in the back. So, pretty typical play so far, not gonna lie to you. I think right here I go for P.E.K.K.A in the back of the Gobstein. And let's see, I do, and he also goes Royal Ghost as well. So, and then he goes Battle Ram. So I know this guy's like so much elixir down right now, which is like super good for me. So it's really important, obviously, when playing against Goblinstein, that you want to like play your Ice Wizards and your E-Dragons kind of off to the side, so the opponent can't get a good Goblinstein on top of your Ice Wizard or E-Dragon. So, yeah. I go for my Ice Wizard right here just to kind of follow up my P.E.K.K.A, maybe get like a more threatening attack. And then obviously I NATO that in because I think it's a pretty good NATO. Honestly, just getting the Fisherman out the way. And also like the NATO DPS downs the Fisherman, so it just makes it one shot. So I think it was a pretty neat play. Go for my E-Dragon in the back because I can't really get punished for this play. He doesn't have that much elixir to actually like, capitalize on it. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go for my E-Dragon just to get to my Evo E-Dragon. I think that's definitely just the correct play for sure. Because my Evo E-Dragon is going to win me the match, essentially. And yeah, he goes for a Fisherman again, which is totally fine. I go for my Royal Ghost to keep up some pressure so I can get back to my E-Dragon quicker for my next attack. So yeah, I'm basically just doing that. And at this point, I kind of just reset. Like, he goes for a pump, but honestly, I don't have a big spell for the pump. But it doesn't matter because I can just overwhelm him regardless. He doesn't have the correct cards to actually defend my push. So I kind of recognize that. This part, he was trying to bait out my Evo E-Dragon, but it's like, dude, I'm not going to fall for that, bro. I'm just going to go for my Ice Wizard instead. And then he goes for a 3M. And then at this point, it's just, his doom is very, very close now. So yeah, just that's literally it. As you guys just saw, the Evo E-Dragon cleaned everything up, and now he just can't do anything. So that is definitely a very easy win in the bag. Yeah, not much else to it. Wait till double elixir, get to your Evo E-Dragon, and just go to absolute town on the guy. And yeah, very, very free matchup. So I'm kind of just overwhelming him. I don't even know why he was still playing, dude. It doesn't really make sense to me, but yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and just show the next match. Just let this 3 crown go by right then and there. And yeah, so I'll just show one more game real quick. And let's go against this guy, dude. This guy was actually crazy. This was a bad matchup because he has lightning. This is like a pretty bad matchup. This was for the 20th win. I think I was actually like 19-2 as well. This guy had a lightning deck, so I was like, oh no, this is terrible, dude. But I pulled through because I made some actually crazy outplay in the last interaction we had in this match. You guys will see what is coming to this guy at the end. By the way, he just goes like Goblin Giant, dude. And I was like, wow, I had to cycle to get to P.E.K.K.A, which is super annoying. So I was burning elixir and I couldn't get a nice little attack off, which is super annoying. But yeah, at first I thought he was like Goblin Giant with Fisherman and stuff like that and guards. But he played the P.E.K.K.A as well, so I was like, oh, thank goodness. And he also played the Mega Minion right there, so I was like, okay, good thing I'm not playing against that Goblin Giant Bowler deck, otherwise it would be very difficult. I go for Ice Wizard in the back because it's just simply the correct play. You don't really want to play it high up. Just play passively, guys. Just play very, very passively. Try to get a bigger counter push. Like, as you can see in this scenario, I was trying my best to DPS down the P.E.K.K.A without getting a shot on anything right there because I wanted to maximize the threat of my attack right there. But the P.E.K.K.A still got a shot, unfortunately, on my Battle Ram. But it is what it is. I go for my E-Dragon in the back because I want to get to an Evo E-Dragon. And yeah, obviously Evo E-Dragon just goes crazy. He goes for a terrible lightning. And I go for P.E.K.K.A because I kind of realized that lightning was extremely aggressive. So that's why I went for a bridge P.E.K.K.A right there. But, and I'm kind of surprised he didn't go for guards right there. I feel like that would have just been the better play in general. But him throwing away a P.E.K.K.A when he could have just played guards and some other card would have been way more optimal, I feel like. But, you know, it helps me out. And yeah, so I go for an Ice Wizard right there for the defense. And I'm just chilling, man. I'm just definitely chilling right here. I think I also just go for an attack because he burned his P.E.K.K.A. So yeah, that's what I do. I go for an E-Dragon as well. Look at this Electro Dragon because I knew he didn't have lightning at the time. So I just kind of took advantage as much as I possibly could of the E-Dragon before he just used the lightning. And yeah, so he goes for a lightning right there, which is a good lightning on his end. I go for a Battle Ram as well. And I kind of thought he was maybe a little bit lower on elixir. So, yeah, but I still get the connection regardless. And I'm just completely thrashing this guy right now, but he still comes back, which is really, really annoying. So, he goes for a really, really nice attack here. And this part got really sketchy. It got really sketchy. I had to abuse my Electro Dragon as quick as I can before he even got a lightning off. So that's why I kind of played it very early. And then, yeah, so he plays the lightning right there. And this part was just like, oh my gosh, he's coming back with this evil goblin giants. I can't really do too much. I go for a battle ram because I'm not gonna lie, at this point, I'm kind of starting to panic a little bit because he pretty much just came back right there. So I kind of made a desperation play without really thinking of his cycle or his elixir. So I go for my Ice Wizard right there, and then I think I reset with the P.E.K.K.A. on this Gob Giant. And then he just does the same thing. Like, he just rinse and repeats the same strat. I go for my E-Dragon right there, and then, yeah, he just goes for a Lightning. At this point, it's like, no, like, he's coming back, dude. I ain't trying to lose this match. So, I'm like, oh my gosh. This part was actually crazy, though. This part that coming, I think this is like the sequence that I'm talking to you guys about. Let me see here. Yeah, this is like the sequence. Okay, check this out. Dude, this was literally completely, and I'm not even trolling you guys. Like, I'm not trolling you guys. This play was completely thought out. It was completely thought out. This is why I love this so much. So I go for a P.E.K.K.A. And then I had to go for a Rage right here as well because that Mega Minion will kill my Ice Wizard if I do not drop the Rage on top of it as well. So I had to go for that just to apply more pressure and make it more of a threatening attack. So I go for a Rage right here to kill the Mega Minion. And then this part, dude. This part was actually crazy, dude. So I think right here, okay, he goes for a really nice Rage. This part, look at this. Okay, at first I thought my P.E.K.K.A. was actually going to win this battle. So what I did was I battle rammed behind this P.E.K.K.A. because it was going to force the Goblin Stein out of his hand, right? It's going to force the Goblin Stein out of this dude's hand, which is like, Goblin Stein in the hand, I can't really break through. So I had to bait out his Goblin Stein so I can throw all my splash cards on the other side for his guards when he plays guards, because he wouldn't have enough elixir for a P.E.K.K.A. and then he would have no Goblin Stein as a big tank. So he had to only play like guards and stuff like that, but I would play all my splash cards in one lane, and then I'll just NATO everything into the Ghost and like the Ice Wizard. So check this out. So watch. There's a Goblin Stein, so at this point I go for an Ice Wizard, and then I have the NATO ready for his guards. I have the NATO ready, and then I do that, and then I just Rage. And then that was the game. It was so good. It was absolutely, like, that play, I'm still looking at it, wow, that was perfect. That got me my 20 wins, dude. That got me my 20 wins. So very, very... And yeah. That's going to be the end of this video, and that's also going to be the end of this 20-win challenge series until next year's when that one comes out. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll do more videos next time.